What it is, YouTube? It's your boy Lord Lamink the Emperor. And yeah, I'm not wearing my shades today. Forgot I'm at my crib. I'm at a different location today. But yeah, we got a new anime for y'all today. Anime review for y'all. Violet Evergarden. And I believe it's a Netflix original anime series. And I gotta say, man, the animation, it looks pretty dope. Like it's like pretty clear and crisp and all that, man. So yeah, it starts off about this girl Violet. I guess she had been in war since the time she was young or whatever. You know, them another child soldier. You know how those stories are. And I guess she always followed this one guy named Major Gilbert, I believe. And I guess he took her in under his wing, and because she was a valuable asset, and we saw like how valuable she was. Like she had a little flashback, and she was beasting on the on the battlefield. Like she was just destroying motherfuckers. But yeah, as we see her at the beginning, she sees like this emerald green like brooch or whatever, and it reminds her of Gilbert's eyes. And then we see her, she's like in a hospital bed or whatever, all bandaged up because I guess she had just got back from war and whatnot. So then we see uh this redhead dude come in, and he's just like wasn't it a lieutenant colonel or whatever in the army, and she's so used to being in the army and whatnot, she just everything she does is like it's just by the book. Like she greets people, sir. You know what I'm saying? Salutes them and all that. No matter who they are. That's just how she was. That's just how she's programmed at this point in her life, because that's all she knows. And we see she has like she has her hands bandaged up and whatnot. And so old boy takes her to uh she doesn't know Major Gilbert's dead at this point. I mean, I think like we see throughout the episode she's having flashbacks to when he possibly died, and but nobody's just flat out told her yet like, "Hey, your boy's gone, man. Like he died way back when, right before we saved you or whatnot." So yeah, and she keeps asking where he is and whatnot because like she's been attached to him since like forever. So he gives her orders, she does it, and so on and so forth. And she pretty much just trying to get acclimated to like regular civilian life, but it's kind of hard for her right now because she's just battle ready all the time. And we see like you finally see her hands or whatever. Well, he takes her to Evergarden, I guess one of his family's estates or whatever, Major Gilbert's estates. So he tells the lieutenant colonel to take her over there and try to just let her live, just live a normal life because the war is over at this point. I believe their side won the war, whatnot. So she's just she just doesn't understand anything. And then we see old boy introduces her to the Evergarden lady of Evergarden and whatnot, and we see they're sitting down drinking tea and whatnot. She's just trying to. They tell her drink some tea because she doesn't do anything unless you tell her to. Like she doesn't even eat unless you tell her to. Like, hey, because old boy had to tell her like, hey, you can eat. She was like, okay, I'm gonna eat now. I was like, dang, she programmed like that. Like, dang, boy, she must have had it. I mean, well, you can't really say she had it rough because that's all she know. But that was crazy. So they tell her like, hey, drink your tea. So she tries to drink tea, but her hands all bandaged up. And she spills the tea and whatnot. And then they're like, oh, you gonna get burned? She's like, oh, don't worry. and then she takes off the bandages, and she has like mechanical arms or whatever, because apparently she lost both her arms right before they saved her, and right when Gilbert died or whatnot. So she has like I think she said they were like adamantium silver arms or whatnot. I was like, damn, they got fucking Wolverine type shit in here. Like, damn. So at some point I feel like she's gonna be some type of like extreme beast, which I mean she already is, but with those adamantium arms now, she's gonna be super OP. If like there's any type of fighting, like she's gonna destroy everybody. So we see old boy, she's just like, all right, you're gonna live. He tells her like you're gonna live here, just make sure you listen to the lady and whatnot. So he's walking out the door, and then Violet runs out the door. She's like, where is the major? Like, why is he leaving me here? Like, I need to be if I'm of no use to him anymore, then like I'm his tool. Then just throw me away. Like, please just throw me away. I'm like, damn, she don't even want to live a normal life if she ain't no use to, Major Gilbert, who's dead. But like I said, she doesn't know. So Lieutenant Colonel is just like, all right, man, come with me. So he takes her to his, uh, I guess, a little business or whatever, which is a postal service business. Like I guess he's the president of the postal service business, and so he tells one of his employees like, "Hey man, like just teach her the ropes, let her learn, and, take care of the rest." And old boy is just like, she's a kid, like so I'm like, she might be. I'm tending to think to myself like, hey, she might be a kid, but she'll probably mess you up. She's probably done and seen a lot more than you have in your life at her age, at her young age. And we don't even really know how young she is. I mean, I'm gonna assume she's like a teenager. So yeah. And then we see old boy just telling like, hey, look, this is the locker. Put your stuff in here. This is your uniform. Change. Then she proceeds to change in front of him. He's like, oh, wait, chotomate. And I was like, hey, kind of figured that was coming. Like she's oblivious to that type of stuff. So, and then he's like, all right, there's a big pile of mail. Sort the mail. Put them in the shelves and whatnot. I mean, it's a big pile of mail, but don't rush because you don't want to get the stuff wrong. So he leaves, comes back. He leaves, does his deliveries of his mail, comes back, and then he sees her pretty much done. She's like, I'm almost done with my duties. He was just like, all right, you want to try delivering mail? She's like, what? She's looking at him like, what is that? It's like, you deliver the mail to the address that's written on it. And then she looks at the mail, looks at the map on the wall. Then he's just like, well, I'm going home, so I'll see you tomorrow. I mean, pretty much the daytime, like work time, work hours are over. Like, go home. But she's just so, in tune with that way she just works throughout the night. And we see the president, Lieutenant Colonel, he's just like, he's on the bus or whatever. He's looking like he sees somebody outside delivering mail. He's like, the other postal service must be doing nighttime deliveries. Like, we're not able to do that just yet. And then he looks closer and he sees his little logo on the box. And then he sees this Violet out there delivering mail at night. And he's like, Violet. Goes out there like, Violet. So he stops her from doing that. Then they go out to eat with, the dude he told to help her out or whatnot. And that's when he tells her like, hey, you can eat. And she was like, all right, I'm gonna eat now. I was like, dang, bro, it's like that. That's crazy. But then we see she's back at the the Evergarden estates or whatever, clean the windows, and this random dude come in talking about, I need you to write a letter and blah blah blah, because he doesn't know how to write, and she's still recovering, so she can't really write with her hands yet. She's not completely acclimated with the adamantium arms yet. So this other dark haired lady using a typewriter was just like writing a letter to some lady who got a marriage proposal from some other man that guy was in love with. So basically a love letter, pretty much. She's typing a love letter, and no, Violet's just sitting there listening, and then she hears the words, "I love you," and then she starts having flashbacks because right before Gilbert died, he told Violet, "I love you." Like he just told her to run away, be free, live free, and from the bottom of my heart, I love you, and whatnot. And then she just like eyes got real wide, and then she goes talk to the lieutenant colonel. Well, actually, no. Right after that, after the lady finished typing that, she asked the lady. She was like, "How did you know that guy wanted to say, I love you?" And then she goes to talk to the lieutenant colonel, and just like, I want to be a auto memory doll. I guess this is a type of thing they have in the show, and she's just like, he's just like, why do you want to be that? She was like, I want to understand. Like right before Major Gilbert died, he told me I loved you, and I just don't understand it. So I want to understand what those words actually mean. So yeah, man. Violet Evergarden anime review. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Lord Lamink the Emperor. Like, comment, subscribe. This is probably I'm probably try to keep up with this one. It looks pretty interesting. Anime's pretty crisp. So yeah, man. Like, comment, subscribe, share so other like-minded people like us talk about it in the comments below. And I'm out.